Hi.
Hey, hi, salutations.
Oh, yes. Welcome back to Culture Nexus. This is episode Trey.
Yeah, it is number 3, actually. Yeah, I almost forgot that. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
But yeah,
It's good stuff, man.
yeah. Things been going on with you as far as this week and everything.
I've been keeping on trucking as you can. just keep on going.
Honestly, same here.
Mm-hmm.
Just again outside. So just on a
Life
compliment.
been lifing, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, if you cannot tell, more so on my face than his. But yeah, it's probably hopefully by like at least the next week or two, I'll have all this cut.
To be completely fair, the only reason that I shave is because I can't grow a full luscious beard like him. It just doesn't happen.
Well,
So
yeah. No, I'm not gonna lie. I've seen a lot of the. I don't know if yours would be called a struggle beard. If you try to grow the sides at all, I'm not saying. It's not saying. I don't know. That's only for you to decide. But I would say just cut that shit off.
I like my little goatee.
Yeah,
I like my little mustache.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I like having my face little. I like it's a look that works for me, and I found it, and we're going with it.
Yeah, ain't
if I
nothing wrong
could
with
grow a
it.
beard, I probably would, but it is what it is.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with it. I went the goatee route one time too. It was.
I don't even think I can imagine you with a goatee.
I wish I had a picture.
Oh my gosh.
It was like a year or two back, but yeah, it's because there was a patch.
I missed that whole phase.
Yeah, no, it was because there was a patch in my beard. I decided to cut it all off and start from scratch.
You were like clean face for like
a good few months. That. Yeah, dog. Because I don't know, there were some spots there because basically where the patch was, hair wasn't growing there for like a while back. Basically, there was like some swellings in my face, so I had to wait until that, was gone.
That sounds gross. Are you okay?
Yes.
Okay. Well, we're thankful that he's okay now.
Yes. Bag full, no patches whatsoever. Maybe some light areas, but no patches.
Yeah, unlike me, it's just not happening.
Yeah. But yeah, that's... Anywho, it's been an interesting week for not only that, but... definitely in like the trending news or whatever, however you want to say it, because obviously it's been like at the time of this recording, it's been I want to say a good few days since the Super Bowl. Yeah. In which case, I mean, I don't care too much about the game. Honestly, the only thing I watched it for was the halftime show.
All I watched was the halftime show. I didn't even watch. I don't know who won. I don't know who lost. I don't even know who played.
I mean, I can tell you that right now.
I could find out. I don't care.
All right, yeah. You can find out later then.
The important part. Did you see Kendrick?
Yeah.
Honestly, oh my gosh. That was a great performance. The choreography, the stage presence, the bad bitches. It was amazing.
Yeah, we're not just talking about like just SZA and Serena, even though obviously they're amazing. Yeah. Like the whole lot of them, and also underlying all the underlying messages that I'm trying to decipher still now to this day.
Yeah.
It's only been a few days though. I'm not gonna lie.
I think there was a lot of hidden symbolisms in the stuff that he was doing, like on stage, and some of his song choices, and the whole Uncle Sam with Samuel L. Jackson, that was like a big thing. Some of like the phrases he said, like, oh, that's not how you play the game. You gotta calm down. Like stuff like that. You're being too ghetto. Like,
yeah, they want basically to play on putting things like, I guess more so like audience friendly versus versus doing it like how you want it to be played.
Yeah, like America, Uncle Sam is telling you like, hey, you can't be too black. And then Kendrick is there in the center of what makes America, American football, saying, I am as black as I can be.
Yeah.
And y'all gonna love it. Like,
either that, well, either love it
or hate it. But here we are.
yeah, he's there, and he was chosen. He was there, and he did his thing regardless of what anybody else thinks. And boy, did a lot of people had a lot to think about with that one.
There were lots of different things. So I think I might be the only one who like maybe like thought of this or caught this. I'm probably just making this up in my head, but when he first came out, he did the whole crouch down with the crouch down, start rapping, like that reminded me so much of when one of my favorite artists of all time,
Oh, okay.
XXX Tentacion, when he did his XXL freestyle, he crouched down and he did like his little rap. And that was, no one else did that. I mean, I think Ski did that like the next year, but like that's only because he did it.
Oh, really? Okay, I'll have to go back and see about that.
I can't remember if Ski did something similar. He might have not, but he might have just did an acapella as well. But X was like the first person who was just like, this is how I'm gonna do it. He's gonna like crouch down, rap, just be very serious into the mic, and when Kendrick opened up the concert in that same kind of pose, that kind of, to me, that felt like a little bit of like a shout out to like X, and also like the history of controversy that he has with Drake.
Yeah,
Drake.
That kind of took me back where you mentioned that.
Yeah,
because
the whole conspiracy that Drake got X,
his flow
X'd.
or. Well, that whole thing. Okay, I was going back to what he was talking about, him biting off of X.
I mean, well, that was
and everything like that, but
that was where that all started. Yeah,
but what kind of controversy was that? Like,
well, you don't remember there was a video with X did an Instagram live. He was like, "Yo, if something happens to me, Drake did it."
I do remember that. I kind of took that lightly at the time.
And then Drake has been playing with that narrative for like years now. He has songs where he talks about stuff that like makes it seem like he did something, like he actually did it.
Like what he's like subliminal stating?
Yeah, like subliminally being like, I could get people to like do stuff to people.
Oh, well, that's does he like specifically
he specifically talks about a situation in that mirrors the exact situation that X lost his life in.
Okay, and it's okay. So
he's insinuating that he set that up.
Okay.
That's what Drake does. He might not have.
Well,
or he might
why?
Have.
Why
but the fact
even
that he's like even doing it is fucked up.
Yeah, the thing is like, why state it? Like
because he's Drake.
Well, yeah, he can be Drake all he wants, but man.
Yeah,
he can like talk about all the goons and stuff and all the shooters he has and whatnot, but I don't know, that's a heavy loss. If you're a part of that, that's gonna be another one on your like chopping block as far as like your credibility.
For sure. Okay, so just that was the first thing that really caught my attention. Obviously, we talked about the Uncle Sam thing. Yeah. What was another point for you?
For me,
during Kendrick's performance that you really enjoyed.
For me, even though some people, there's another like one that a lot of the people in the audience and even like the conservatives did not like was the Man at the Garden segment with them basically doing like a, I don't know if you want to call it like an acapella or whatnot. It's sort of like that, but
I don't know what we're referring to.
No, when he was doing doing Man at the Garden with the whole bunch of niggas around the light pole.
Oh
yeah, yeah. When it was just like it was just like them like snapping, doing like the voices and all that.
Yeah.
No, that was another part for me. I don't know if it really.
I don't know if that meant anything or if we were just vibing out, but I enjoyed it.
Yeah, that was just something that
I also agree with that sentiment. I deserve it all. Mm-hmm. But I think Kendrick says it from the standpoint of like the amount of work that he put in to become the best at his craft. Like he's like, I do deserve everything, all the accolades that I've gotten. I deserve to be on this stage. I deserve all the stuff because I put in the work. Mm-hmm. And no one here can say that I didn't. So I do deserve it.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I love that
wholeheartedly
feeling.
agree.
I
I love
hope
it.
I can justify feeling that one day.
Oh no, for sure. Same here. Especially,
Gotta put the work in though.
yeah, no, I'm not shy of that at all. Just see, that's the thing. Like, see him go this far with it. No, it's honestly just motivating.
Absolutely.
I don't care what nobody says, or it's about him, the music he puts out, or anything like that. Whatever they had to say about it, but the fact of where he was starting at, as far as like his career to where he is now, it's like, I don't know. Back then, you could really like say he was gonna be at this point where he's basically at the pinnacle.
Yeah, yeah. Well, at the pinnacle of like hip hop and like the rap
That
game,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I do think that this is an important thing to mention. I think from our perspective of like knowing hip hop culture and being black and all that, I said it like but like
What black and
it just be a black and all that. It's like
Mm-hmm.
but no, in a very serious way, I think from our perspective, he's a very like large presence in our community.
Mm-hmm.
But I think out if you step outside of our community, he's not really known like that. He's not like that big.
Yeah,
There's a
no.
lot of people who didn't know anything about him until the Drake thing, and then even after the Drake thing, they only know him for the Drake thing.
Yeah, in which case it's just like, I don't know. That's where a lot of the opinion comes from. Like, he's a bit excessive as far as like him with the whole Drake thing. Like,
Oh, I thought you were gonna say he's excessive with the Black Power stuff.
I mean that. Well, some people can say that too. I have heard that one before.
I've heard that. I don't think that that's
But that's always
true.
been just. But I mean, that's always just been a part of his music, though.
Yeah, it's because it's his lived experience.
Yeah, and that's something you can't really. He doesn't seem like he wants to change. I wouldn't want him to change that. I mean, that's just like that's just a part of him.
I would never ask. I would never want that. I'm just like stating that I'm just kind of just observing a real like a fact about like the audience of like won the Super Bowl of like America, and like we're culture nexus for a reason. There's like he's huge in the culture of like hip hop, but like in like the wider American culture, I don't know that he has the same kind of pull.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't.
But he did
say
amazing at the Super Bowl. I want to make that very clear.
Oh no, that's a fact.
They've got like 52 milli right now. Views. That's a very very good. And like I don't know how many days it's been up, but yeah.
Yeah, no, it's definitely been like what, at least like 4 or 5.
That's amazing.
But yeah, no, it's definitely and it's probably just gonna go up even more, honestly.
Oh no, for sure it is.
But yeah, it's, what was it? It was just, I'm trying to think of another element that I enjoyed out of that whole thing. Honestly, the I guess also the one thing was the whole like, I just realized also with the whole like the shapes at the beginning with the triangle, square, and all that. I just realized those were like PlayStation buttons, and they was in
the game.
Yeah, the game, and that was what Uncle Sam was referring to. The game.
I did not even think about that at all.
Honestly,
wow.
I just thought about it like,
that's interesting.
Like as we were watching it previously, yeah, we were just I just thought about it now.
I was thinking like, what's that about?
Yeah, no, that was just me because I do have a PlayStation. Honestly, a Sony fan, but it's just like that. I just caught that.
I used to have a PlayStation. We used to have a PlayStation too.
Yeah, dog. Again, that's childhood right there.
Yeah,
for sure. But yeah, no, that's another one that kind of just caught me. Trying to think of some other ones.
Okay, I kind of want to break out from the just talking about the performance because I think it was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
But like, just about like our place in American society, in American, like how we are today, like as Black people.
Mm-hmm.
What do you feel is like the state of our affairs, knowing how crazy shit is?
Well, I would say it's definitely a lot better than what it was. But I guess like, well, I guess for certain, I want to say just for like certain like, what's the word, instances.
Sure.
Yeah, I guess I want to say that. Either that or just certain subject matters.
Okay.
Um, no, that's things still need to be addressed, if anything, which is why, like, just as far as like,
what needs some dressing? What needs some addressing?
well, well, for one, as far as like our identity, be for one thing, just like how we like portray ourselves, because one person I was watching where they were talking about the halftime, and basically his stance on him and Kendrick in that matter is basically saying his music is just like faked activists.
Damn.
Yeah, basically saying like he would say all this,
I've heard
like,
that complaint.
yeah, basically all this just stuff, but what he's rapping about in like
and
another
then still
instance just
go out and do. Yeah, there was actually some controversy a couple years ago during the. Do you remember the what was it, Black Lives Matter protest when No Name was like complaining like, oh, these huge artists aren't out here doing anything. You guys have all these songs about Black Power and you're not out here in the streets like me. And then
okay,
and yeah, I remember that she did that, and I love No Name. I've been following her since like before she like was on for real.
no, she's really
I think
dope.
she was just like very upset at that moment and just wanted a finger to point and said, I'm gonna point at the larger artist and the larger artists who talk about Black issues that should be more involved, that aren't like posting online or like showing that they're doing a thing. She probably took that as like, oh, they're not really out here, when like they really were. Kendrick was out doing stuff.
Yeah,
J. Cole was out doing stuff. Like, yeah. So that was a weird moment, but I bring it back to talking about the fake activist thing because that was a major thing that people were talking about, because that was an insult that was thrown at Cole too. You're all this like, oh, I'm Black and we need to stick together and all this stuff, but like when it came time to it, like, you're not really doing anything.
Here's the I was gonna say,
I don't think that that's true for them. They actually are out. Like, Kendrick does stuff for his community all the time. He'd be out there in the streets.
Yeah, no, it's just like him and a whole bunch of West Coast artists do that. Like him, like Nipsey, when he was still alive, he did so much for his community.
Yeah.
Like,
honestly, that's the only way to really like build up and like get better in society, I think, is to have a community, a group of like-minded individuals that are working together to build and be okay. Like
build and prosper, strive and prosper. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, not for sure.
You need a group. You need stuff like that. You got to take care of the people that are around you. Otherwise, you're just gonna fail.
Yeah, honestly, and yeah, that's one thing that I learned from listening to his stuff, like for like the longest. And even now, even if you may think they're not doing anything, it's just that they don't like to show it out as much as far as like to the public. And it's, for the fact of it, they really don't need to.
Yeah, they just they speak for the recognition. It's not about that.
Yeah, no, it's just
about the impact.
Yeah, no, they speak through their actions, not just their words.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's just, I don't know, that's just how they were raised as far as like how to like, go about, the support and everything. I don't know, if you do anything as far as like the whole like showing out, posting all that, it's, I don't know, excessive amounts of that could just lead to them thinking like you're not really in it for this. Yeah, you're not really in it for this. You're doing it for attention. Yeah, basically. So,
which I think some people do. And, there's the argument of don't look a gift horse in his mouth, but it's also just like, well, if you're out here feeding the homeless, why are you posting about it? It's weird. And that's not a dig at anyone in specific. I'm just using that as an example. There are people who will go out there and like buy food for the homeless or something, and then like make it seem like they're being like such good Samaritans, and they really just want to post it online. That they're being good people.
Yeah, basically like ill intentions like hidden behind these like
Good
gestures.
deeds?
Yeah, these good deeds, these
I
good
can say
gestures.
that's a good deed, but
Yeah,
the good gesture, but it definitely has some ill intentions behind it.
yeah. Just as far as but as far as that what you originally said, as far as like where we're at again with the whole identity thing, like, and as far as like community as well, I'd say it's best that we continue to basically support each other in that way, regardless of where we're at.
Yeah, 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 absolutely. I think that's what's needed. I think you should what's the right way to put that? That's how people actually progress. There's I feel like there are multiple things that are holding down the black community in a very negative fashion, and there's drugs, there's stealing, there's the mistrust.
Yeah, I was gonna say definitely the violence.
Yeah, definitely. There's a lack of wanting to like share knowledge and like skills.
Yeah.
There's like there's the glorification of just of this of like, it's weird because I'm not totally against gang culture. It's more of just like what the gang is doing, like, because the gang is really just the community. It's more like what the fuck are they doing, like if they're like helping, if they're like feeding the homeless, fixing up the streets, like doing free lawn care or whatever, that's not even a gang. That's just doing dope shit. But if they're like out here like, oh, we're a gang, we run this block and we're selling drugs to all the people on the corner, that's not okay.
Yeah, that's where you're doing more harm than good for the community.
Yeah, you are poisoning yourself. I want to just get into like the drug topic real quick.
Yeah.
Because I'm not. I'll be very candid. I'll be open. I'll be a little bit honest. I've used some drugs in the past. I've had some fun in my days.
Yeah, I mean, all I've done was weed. So if you,
I'm not gonna speak to every last thing that I've tried, but I've had some fun. Let's say that.
Okay,
yeah, but all I will say, even with weed and with alcohol, which are like the more socially acceptable like things that people take, and you can like, a lot of people just like, yeah, sure, whatever. I think even, and I say this now, even though like last month I was smoking, like,
yeah,
like this is why I'm saying this,
and I was with you at that point.
Okay, but this is why I'm saying this.
Yeah.
I think it's so dangerous because it is bad for you, like it's detrimental, but this is why it's so bad, because it tricks you into feeling like it's not. It really makes you feel like it's like no big deal. I can like just continue going on and it's whatever. I can function, I can do whatever. Some people can, absolutely, but there's a degradation of your like just being when you do that, or at least in me, with how it affects me. I don't want to do shit when I'm high. Like I really don't. And even when I can force myself to do stuff, like, yeah, I can get up, I could read a book, I could watch an educational video, I could even work while I'm high. It is what it is. But like, I'm not really gonna like do very well at it. It's just that I could do it.
Okay.
There's no progression that's being there. It's like it literally puts my mind in a haze, and it's just like I can see through the fog, so like I can still like move, but it's like I'm just kind of like dragging along.
Yeah, I'd say that's definitely accurate. Judging from my recent experience.
Right? And it's just like, and it's funny because it's like, when you are high, it feels good, and it kind of tricks you into feeling like, okay, yeah, like I can function, so I'm fine. But like, in all reality, you're kind of just like putting brakes on yourself and like just really slowing yourself down.
Yeah, I guess the word is impair.
Yeah, you're impairing yourself.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, just like basically like you're nulling your senses.
And that's not helping you progress forward at all. At least in my case, it doesn't help anything. So I'm like, it really took me like over the last month or so to realize like, oh yeah, sure, I'm chill and all that stuff, and like I can function. It's all good, but like I feel like nothing's happening for me. Like I'm not progressing at all. Like I stopped progressing, and I'd been sober for an entire year because I just wanted to do it to prove to myself that I can trust myself and do what I say I do.
Yeah.
So I was like, in 2024, I'm not smoking or drinking, and I didn't the entire year.
Mm-hmm.
Outside of like hookah, I did hit the hookah a few times. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. But
okay.
In terms of like marijuana, in terms of like alcohol, I didn't touch that for an entire year. And then at the top of this year, I was like, it's been a year. I'm gonna celebrate. I'm gonna do my thing. And then I just got like, I kind of relapsed. I went like all the way in, and I realized like, oh yeah, this is why I stopped, because it's a trap. You fall into this cycle of like, you think you're okay when you do it, and then you don't see anything outside of it. You just want to be a couch potato and just sit and be high all day.
Yeah,
or even with alcohol, with me, like I would just want to go get drunk if I didn't have shit to do that night. Oh, I came home from work. I don't have shit to do. Why not get drunk? Like, it was really bad. Drugs are bad. Yeah. Don't do it. I think in the black community we get tricked into thinking like these things are just okay because they're socially acceptable, and like people around us are like, yeah, no, drink a little, loosen up, you'll be fine, smoke a bit, like chill out. But like it harms your performance. Why don't you want to be in tip-top shape? Why don't you want to like learn how to like function with a sober mind so that you can get out of the situation that you're in? Even if you're in a fairly good, stable situation, why wouldn't you want to be the best that you can be to get out and get better? Why would you not want to like climb the ladder? You're just like, I'm chilling here, I'm good. This is good.
Yeah, you're basically you're in the same rut that you've always been in. Basically, like no getting out of it. You're basically just stagnant.
Essentially, yeah.
Yeah, no,
and like
that's
I
one
don't
thing
want that in my life.
Yeah, no, that's one thing I never wanted to be. There's been times where it seemed like that it was that way, like in in the past for me, and judging from those experiences, it's not a good feeling at all. I'm gonna say that right now. It's better to just
be sober.
Keep on elevating, keep on ascending. The right way. I mean, like literally, like as you know, sober-minded ascending, not like the other way. You know what I mean.
Nigga said I'm going on cloud 9.
Yeah, if there's a sober cloud 9, I guess.
I get high on my memories. Okay.
But yeah, no, I do notice that you just from like the times we did smoke, like what was it, last month?
Yeah.
No, a lot of it's like there was some few things.
Late. I'm sorry, guys. Keep going.
Yeah, no, it's just I noticed definitely a few things that like changed as far as like the way, obviously senses, but like as well as we would usually like be talking like, or either that or just planning, like it would just be like a block, like a halt.
Yeah, it's like it was like we want to do something, and like it was so funny because we were planning to do the podcast for like maybe like 2 months.
Yeah.
But it was like yeah, no, we're gonna do it, but let's smoke this first.
Yeah, and then we were going through the plans and stuff, and then we were just stuck here. And I think we were talking about random shit at the same time because that's what we usually do. And it's just like
But
and
like
then
the
I
action part just never happened.
Yeah, and I look back at
Until
this
I stopped smoking.
Yeah, and I look back at this third notebook, and it's just like we didn't get shit done that night.
Nah. We basically just hung out and like planned to do shit like maybe like 3 or 4 times in a row, like for like a month, and just didn't actually like sit down and like, okay, we're just gonna start recording and like post it, which is really all you have to do to get started. Just
honestly,
do the thing. You don't have to plan that much. A little plan. Okay, a little plan. Yes, you definitely need a little bit of a plan, but all you really need to do is just do shit. Just do it. You'll figure it out as you go along.
Yeah.
And we weren't doing that, but I'm specifically gonna blame the weed. I'm specifically gonna do that.
Yeah, that was I will say it was a big part of it.
Only because I don't know how to handle it. When I say that as like I've been smoking since probably like I was like 15.
Oh, okay, well,
like
yeah,
a very long time. Like I've yeah. So like
yeah, no, I didn't have that kind of experience. So I'll say that.
I've been smoking for a very long time. But like, it really hit me this year. It was just like I've been just taking this thing to like, just like recreationally, like just hang out, but like it does nothing for me. Besides like make me feel good in that moment.
Yeah, and I guess that's just like the thing that some people are like looking for with that.
Yeah, that's all that some people want. Some people want to wind down at the end of the day. I'm not gonna act like I don't.
Yeah, no, that's.
But then I also watched this video of this guy, and it was like, why would you want to wind down at the end of the day? Like, are you in such a good position right now? You could afford to wind down at the end of the day.
Well, it's like one of those like.
Do you think you could chill? You can afford to sleep. You must be doing pretty good.
Dude, it's like one of those like
it's one of those motivational guys.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like obviously he's like, you know, being extra, but like the message is still there. It was just like, if you really want to get out of the situation that you're in, you need to go all the fuck in.
Yeah.
Like, forget sleep, forget trying to wind down or chill out, whatever. Like, you need to go crazy, go ham for as long as you can, and then when you crash and burn out, recover and do it again. Like,
I mean, that's a method. That's a method, and that ain't the first time I heard that method.
100%, it'll work. It's not easy and it's not good for you. It's definitely not healthy, but
if you want to get to that space of where it's just like, hey, I'm that stability type of thing, or that status of where like, hey, I'm at this like area where I'm good at, then yeah, that'd be a way to go about it.
I got you. It's like getting super good at a video game. You have to put in hours. You have to put in work.
Yeah, okay, that's a good analogy. That's a good analogy.
Yeah, I got so good at Breath of the Wild. I got so good at Breath of the Wild. I would like start new games and pop it. Like, I would start new games and go straight to the fucking straight to the castle, like straight to
like end game.
Yeah.
Okay, and just bare bones.
Like, I'll pick up weapons when I get there, like type shit.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Like,
okay.
I was like challenging myself like that because I'd just been around the entire map, and like there was nothing that was really like challenging for me anymore. So I was like, this is what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
And
you
like,
was locked
when
in.
you get to that point, it's like you're too locked in.
Yeah, no, you're too locked in for sure.
You're like at such a high level of skill that like and yes, I'm bragging.
Yeah, it is. Go ahead and do it.
It's pretty much like the only video game that I've played in the last 5 years. So like, for real. So
okay,
yeah,
okay.
I can say I'm not a gamer. I don't really do anything like that. But I got super into Breath of the Wild, and getting to that level, it's like yeah. When I tell you, I was playing that game for like months.
Jeez.
Like, just getting, like, learning everything. Like, I would go online and like learn shit, and then I would like, I like really like.
I remember like talking to you at times. Yeah, I think I remember talking to you at times when you were like playing that shit, man.
Yeah, bro. Because I would like wake up in the middle of the night with the Switch. Like,
good God,
it was bad. It was so bad.
No, you sound like me when I was a kid trying to sneak my DS into my room and just play that instead of sleep.
You know, Loki. That's why I stopped. Okay. So, you know, we'll get into a little bit of Quasi history.
Yeah.
And this is because this is related to the Breath of the Wild thing of like, this is why I don't play video games. Because I have that where I will get so addicted into it, like it will become everything for me until I become perfect at the game.
Okay.
Until I beat the entire thing.
Okay.
Like, it gets really bad.
Yeah, no, I used to have like that when I was
Pokemon.
A kid. Yeah, no,
that's
I
why
definitely.
I stopped playing video games in high school.
Yeah, that's no, I understand. That was me when I was a kid for sure. Like kids, like my other neighbors and shit, because we had like kids and neighbors that were around the same age as me, and there were times where I'd be outside, sure, but a good bit of the time I was on that game.
Yeah, my thing was So you get it then. You get it. Like sometimes you get so entranced into the game, it's like it takes so much out of you.
Yeah, the funny thing about that is like I think I was in high school or just out of high school, and me and my two sisters were in that same area, and we just decided to just meet up with the neighbors again just for old time's sake. And yeah, they're going through all the memories and stuff, and the only thing they mentioned, well, as far as like the outside stuff, they mentioned like was like, where was I? I was just like, I was probably on that game. I was just like, yeah, I'm glad I grew out of that shit. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, it can do a whole. It could do that to you.
I don't know if I grew out of it, but like when I hit high school, I was like, I can't. It's like I know I can't like. I know I can't do this for real, because like if I'm just playing the video game all the time, or if I'm just playing video games all the time, I'm not gonna like have friends or do anything. So,
yeah, no, for sure.
Like when I hit 9th grade, I was like, yeah, I'm not a gamer. I'm not even gonna like attempt anymore. Other people know how to have balance.
Yeah, that's basically where
don't.
That's basically where I'm at now.
I'm all or nothing in pretty much everything I do.
That's basically where I'm at now as far as like video games, where I'm more of like a casual type of person.
You found balance, which is good.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
Yeah.
Which that for you that's probably for the best.
Exactly. I know myself.
Exactly. That's the thing, knowing yourself, and that's the thing about with me with that as well. Just knowing myself as far as like, I don't know. I think it's probably my mental is burned out. I don't think I could be on there for more than even like 2 hours.
Yeah, no, that's not me. Because even after 2 hours, I'd be like, okay, I need to. Like, there was one time. Okay. I'm not gonna like do too much of like my addictive personality into things, but this is just my thought process and like how I solve for issues. So there was this one enemy in Breath of the Wild, like the lightning guy. It's been years since I played. I'm only mentioning this because of how I tackled the issue.
Mm-hmm.
I was fighting that dude for like a week straight because I kept dying. Cause I didn't have any like gear or anything, and it was just like I had to like do the special like backflip to like avoid getting hit, and because he needs like lightning time, it was very So I'm the kind of guy who's like, if I see a problem or if it's a skill issue, I'm gonna keep doing it. I'm gonna keep fucking up until I get it perfect.
Okay, yeah, I understand that.
Yeah.
That I guess so.
So I'm pretty.
It's like the.
I'm stubborn.
No, it's like this one. It's basically like this one meme where it's just like, it's like the boss is just like, it's like this is your 50 millionth, whatever, how many times. It's just like, do you concede? And the dude and the player's just like no, with like a sinister smile, just like
Facts.
no.
That's me. You're like. Let's go again.
God, yeah, no, it seriously, honestly, it'll just take up your whole focus for that.
So video games were like that for me. Drugs can be like that for me, and I think these things can be moderated by other people, but I also feel like if you know yourself, you should probably like take into consideration like how you act, not when you're doing these things, but like afterward, and also like how much time these things are taken out from your life that could be like, you know, redirected into more of a positive direction, or like can move you towards where you need to be. Like going to the gym,
Yeah.
you know, doing something creative, like, you know, doing a podcast with your buddy.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you know, stuff like that.
Yeah, just that, or just some form of productivity.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it can be any sort of thing, like maybe like a different hobby, I guess. Off the top of my head, I don't know. Go outside, smell the roses. So like get some fresh air, something like that. Just
hike. You could like. This is also very fun. I like learning new things, like learning new skills. So like, the next thing that I really want to like, I think I'm gonna get obsessed into is like sewing. And I know that sounds weird, right? That was so random. But I used to really be into fashion.
Okay, like, for that.
I used to really be into it, but I never like made my own clothes, and I think I kind of want to do that.
I think I might know someone who's in that. Maybe, but like I said, I haven't talked to her in a minute.
Well, that's okay. She's single. No, I'm kidding.
Chill, you.
I'm chill. It's a joke.
But yeah, no. Now that you mentioned it, though, it's just like sewing. Yeah. No, okay. I understand the correlation and all that, and it's just okay. I mean,
yeah, I like learning new skills.
Okay. No, I mean that's a healthy habit, if anything.
Yeah. I also want to learn how to juggle. That's random.
Okay,
where's the useful application for that? How many niggas you know that could juggle? Yeah, that's that. There you go.
Yeah, there's the word niggas. Seriously, like that'll be the thing though. You'll be like one of the ones out there, just like you're the first one she's seen.
Exactly. Like,
and you can use it to pick them up, man. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Also, y'all see this keyboard? Y'all see this fucking guitar? Nigga, I like to do shit, okay?
All right. At least you kept yours as far as like the guitar and everything.
I have an acoustic one in there too.
Let's see that.
In the garage, yeah.
Seriously, I think that's the only one I got left is the electric. I don't have the amp.
I didn't even know that you had a guitar.
Yeah, there was a time where I was learning how to play guitar.
Oh.
Well, I thought about it. Then my mom got me into a what is it, like First Note, I think it was.
Okay.
And then I started that for a bit.
And
stopped. Went back into it when I went into high school. That was when I did the acoustic, and that was going on for about a good semester. As far as like songs I remember, I only remember playing the Song of Healing from Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask.
Nice.
Yeah, and only that first melody though, and only because it's easy to do it with like the finger picking like. So yeah, that it was a nice little time though. Yeah, I wouldn't say it was like, even though like the class itself, I don't know. I was messing around with some other students in there. I'm not gonna lie. But I did learn quite a bit from there.
That's good. I think learning is a lifelong thing, and I think a lot of people kind of just feel like they hit an age and they're like, yeah, I'm just gonna stop. I just don't care. But me, I think it's important to continue learning new skills, even if you don't think like it's gonna be like particularly useful for anything. Mm-hmm. Juggling's not gonna be particularly useful for anything. I just think it looks cool. Just fight me. It's my life.
Hey, it'll be. Hey, you can.
But also, I want to learn stuff like I want to learn how to weld. I think that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, that's one thing that's actually very essential in like just the industry.
That's a useful thing that could be useful to other people. Definitely learn skills that could be useful to other people.
Yeah, but I mean, even if it's for yourself, because I know some people who like can make a living off of that for themselves, just
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
on
I mean,
that.
I for work I fix electronics. Like I
Mm.
could repair TVs if I wanted to. I could.
Mm.
I've done construction in my life. I
Mm.
could I'm technically a handyman. Like I can do a lot of stuff.
Yeah, from all the stuff you've done already, yeah, I'd say that from the construction stuff to I don't know. Have
Yeah,
you done carpentry before?
I have not done carpentry, but I
Oh,
would
okay.
so love to do some like woodworking stuff. I would
Mm.
get into that for real. Like
Okay.
I watch the videos on YouTube and I'm just like I watch them build like a sofa or something. Or I watch them build a bed or
Mm.
like even a coffee table. I would so get into that. But I feel like that kind of skill would take me like I would need to like take a good like 6 months to a year to really get into it,
Mm.
and
Okay.
I don't have that kind of like focus right now. Not with that. I don't have that kind of interest with it. But
Yeah.
I do think it's cool. I
Yeah,
would learn it.
Oh no, for sure, for sure.
I would.
Okay, yeah, I'll let you have that one.
That's good.
But yeah, no, that was just something that that was one of the areas I was thinking about as far as like if I had to do anything like
Like getting into carpentry.
yeah.
Do
This
it.
was like when I first like graduated and I started going to Kaiser because
I think you should do it. I honestly think you should. And yeah, there aren't a lot of people who. I don't even know if there are many in this area. That might be a good thing to like really actually like do.
Okay, sure. I'll probably look that up. See what I can.
But
go
I
about,
mean,
like,
don't. We'll talk more on that later. That's more of a personal thing. This is the podcast. This is entertainment for the folks.
Yeah,
How
yeah,
y'all doing?
yeah.
Why don't y'all like leave a comment? Like join the conversation. Like let's like really get into it. I want to know who you are.
Honestly, you could tell us what you think about the whole halftime show, or any like response to what we had so far. Like,
Yeah, any ideas about like I think drugs are bad for the black community and we really need to stop promoting them and taking them and selling them to each other. I think that's a very bad thing. I think families need to stay together. If the relationship between the two parental units don't work out, that's perfectly fine. But I do think it's very important for you to build a strong relationship with the members of your family and actually like help and do stuff for each other for free. Stop charging your fucking family for shit.
oh, what? Where did that come from?
I don't know because no one's ever charged me for anything. But like I feel like that happens with people. Like
I'm pretty sure that happens actually. Yeah. I mean, I can't name anything off the top of my head, but I mean, I'm pretty sure it's a more common thing than we know.
yeah, like just do shit. Just do shit to help people.
Yeah, just
And I know, like
there doesn't always have to be a monetary gain.
no,
And
the money will come later.
yeah, the more
or karma will come later. Like just do good shit.
yeah, that's basically how it is. Like basically what we're doing with this right here.
Yeah, because I'm not making a dime from this, but I enjoy this, and I think we're gonna get somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere for sure. And the thing is not to be so hung up on like numbers or anything like that either.
No, it's not about that.
And
Not for me anyway.
No, same here. Like the main thing for me is just to get my voice heard.
Absolutely. First of all, I love. Like, we have great conversations.
Yeah.
Like, we really do. I like your perspective on things. So this is great.
Yeah, no, it's just again any place where I can give my where I can express myself, and again like it's a place where I want to be at. Like it can be here, it can be again with some of my close knit family. Or some other friends, like some other close-knit friends, because I don't have very few of them, but the ones I keep are the ones I keep. So, yeah, the ones I could be myself around are the ones that are even like environments where I can be myself at.
Absolutely.
Those are the ones I often like continue going to. I try to keep,
Yeah, I cherish that. I cherish the spaces where I can actually be myself and I don't have to hold back. Speaking about that, oh my gosh, the job thing. Dude, going into a work environment where you feel like you have to hold yourself back and wear a mask and you're not able to like be yourself. Like that honestly, is so stifling and so constricting. It's a terrible feeling. No one wants that in life.
No, nobody does. And it's the honestly the one thing where it's just like I hate that that's like a normal thing.
Yeah, like I have to be on my P's and Q's and walk around on my tippy toes because I feel like if I say the wrong thing I might get fired. And like I don't want that feeling. I hate having that anxiety. And I also hate having the feeling that someone's breathing over my neck if I'm like not working or doing my task. Like it's weird.
Yeah, they're weird. Like it's to the point where it's just like it seems they
consider work. Yeah.
Yeah, they talk about you behind their back to like other officials or some shit like that,
They'll talk about you in front of your face. They just won't say your name.
Yeah, that's true too. That's probably what happened to me. Yeah, no, that's happened to me. So, yeah, no, if you and I caught one of that, there would be like times it's just like I would want to just tell them off for real.
Yeah, but then it's just I always tell myself like, well, I always tell myself if they really have an issue or if it's really something, then they'll come to me directly, and if they can't do that, they're pussy. Like. Yeah. So what's the point? Like I don't have to worry about it. The only point that I would worry about is if I guess if it was something that was impeding my job performance, then that's an issue. But if it's just people talking shit, then I can do that all day. I can do that all day for 20 years. Mm. I don't want to. I'm not going to. But I like if you're just gonna talk shit, talk your shit. I'm glad to be your entertainment.
Yeah, because it's not like you're going anywhere.
Exactly. Like, you will be right here and still talking shit, and then I will be in my mansion.
Honestly, you know? Yeah, just keep talking that talk. Honestly, yeah, keep forgetting that. But yeah, no, honestly, like, just the amount of, like, either like talking down or downplaying that you may experience or have experienced, it'll just like, if anything, it just, for me, it serves like a fuel, basically. Yeah, no, for sure. Just to like, not necessarily prove them wrong or anything like that. It's just more so to just like, make sure I'm like
good.
Yeah, I'm basically make sure I'm good, because there'll definitely be times where it's just like, yeah, I told you I want to tell them off. It's just like,
I felt that too, yeah.
Yeah, no, let me just, there are times just like, if it's not like incredibly urgent to do that, then just mm-hmm. keep it low, just leave it alone, just be steady, just going about your way, that sort of thing.
Yeah, I'll let it out later, you know.
Yeah, no, for sure. But yeah, no, that's just another reason why I'm sick of the whole like just normality of like the workforce, basically.
Yeah, I don't like working under people. Also, I feel like at the level of job that I have right now, it's not really like, well, I don't know what the right way to phrase it. It's just like, it's not really that much, you know?
Yeah. No, that's a good way of putting it.
It feels like if a robot could do what I do, I wouldn't really have a job, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because what is it? It's because what I could say, I'm a machinist, basically. What I do is basically like, or machinist or machine operator, whichever one of those two you want to say. You could go about a way of making the machines more automated, to the point where it's just like you wouldn't even need like the person.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I definitely understand that. It could be only a matter of time before before that happens. Not saying it's happening anytime soon, but
I mean, it depends. Like specific task, like even in your job, it'd be kind of hard to automate the machine operator, depending on like, because there's small adjustments and stuff that you'd have to make, like, and like quick things that you'd have to determine, like, as a human, that you can't just like program a computer to do right now. So that's why you're needed. And similarly in my job, as I'm like troubleshooting and testing the products, like certain stuff, like you need to be able to like think outside of like a procedure that's given to you to be able to solve the problem, or to be able to like complete the task efficiently. But I would also say that the particular type of person that I am, I need creative work, and I need the space to be able to take my time and like solve different problems, or solve more problems, or like make new things. You know, like I need more than just like your task is to make this fit this square peg in a round hole. And you do that every day.
Yeah, no, that gets to be so like
you just have one simple task that you do every day, and it just feels like blah.
Yeah, no, I get that. It gets boring basically, where it's the point where it's just like you're not even using
your brain,
your mind at all.
You're just on autopilot.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. It's just like I don't want to be like working like a robot for like the rest of my life.
Yeah, no, I can't. My mind is too active.
Yeah, no. Thing is, I want my mind to be at that state of like active. Just because it's, yeah, I could see, because the jobs where I worked at where it was like that sort of case as far as like the robotic side and all that, it's just like I know I'm not going to be there for long. Because I know the way my mind works, just like I can't be just in the same space doing the same shit for like the longest.
It's like I'm gonna get bored, and then I'm gonna get upset, and then I'm gonna leave.
Yeah, basically that's how it is. Just one day it's gonna hit you. It's just gonna be like, fuck this shit, and basically. It's just
bro. I was walking into Walmart, and bro just walked out like just furious. Like bro, he was red in the face. Had the mean mug on, and I'm just walking. I'm chill as fuck, and he passes me. He's like, I just quit this place. Fuck Walmart. And I'm like, congrats, bro. Like, do you? Like, and yeah, and like that was just such a that was a random moment that happened to me. Like I think maybe last week, maybe like a few days ago. But that was so like just emblematic of like a person who had just fed up with the system and just said fuck it, basically. Honestly, I don't even know what made me seem like the type of guy for him to vent to, but he was just like, I'm gonna tell you that I quit this job. Like,
yeah, I mean, hey, I mean, I guess you just need somebody to as an outlet. I don't know that
dude from anywhere, but like that was weird. That was interesting.
Oh yeah, but I would just say too, just that I feel you. I feel you. You too.
Yeah, that's basically what I was in. I was like, good shit, bro. Like,
honestly,
fuck this place.
Man,
and then I went in and I bought my items and then I left.
Hey man, just guys, that's how it is. It just hits you one day. Like you just don't want to be there anymore. You just don't want to be in that place anymore. And
yeah, it feels like you're not getting anything out of being in there, or like for the exchange of value that you're giving to them, like they're getting a lot more out of you than you are from them, and then that's just doesn't feel like a relationship that you should be in. So you gotta go.
Exactly. Like that's why it usually for most of these jobs I don't stay even that much longer than a year if it's not like if I'm not constantly learning something or taking in something that's going to benefit me in the future.
Yeah,
I'm just there.
Yeah,
it's just
and there's no way I'm just gonna get a job to just be there.
Yeah, no.
Like who does that?
Well, I mean, I know one person, but
I mean, if you're rich, sure. If you're rich, then you
it ain't.
If you're rich and you have nothing to do and you are legitimately just bored with life and you just want to get a job to have a job, sure.
Yeah, that too. But yeah, not that type of thing. But I mean, I'll tell you what after this.
Okay, because I'm interested in that. Okay.
Yeah. No, we already talked about it before, but yeah.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Actually, okay. We should probably wrap soon.
Oh yeah,
Is there any last thing that you're thinking about that you'd like to bring up for this? We went a lot of places in this conversation.
Yeah, we have. I think we touched on everything we did touch on, or we got to touch on, plus some more. So
Yeah,
I'd say no.
I think we're solid.
Yeah, no, we're straight.
I promise you, this podcast we'll start talking more trendy stuff. But like, let me get my shit off first, okay? Let me.
There ain't nothing wrong with that. Like, we can get to the trendy stuff, and then we can go and talk about what's going on with us.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, I mean, I think that's just
much,
yeah. I think that's the better thing. I think that's the thing that they would rather want to see from us anyhow. Isn't that right? Just comment, just yes or just agree in the comment section. Y'all just just agree. Y'all know.
Yeah. Everyone in the comments, we agree with Josh. We like hearing you. Okay. Yeah, I guess. But just trendy topics and all that stuff. For the Instagram clips, we'll get in there.
Yeah, Instagram clips, and then we'll just say we'll have our time with that for sure. It ain't going away.
We have plenty of time. This is only episode 3.
Exactly. We plan to make many more.
Yeah. So, I'm gonna.
Well, yeah. Like,
subscribe,
comment, all that stuff.
Yes.
Also, if you subscribe, hit that bell thing so you can know when we start post or when we post.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Social's coming soon.
For sure.
If not,
if it's linked down there, then click it. If it's linked
down there, if it's linked down there, go ahead and click it.
If it's not, go to the next video and then click it.
Yeah, it'll be there eventually.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then follow us and all that. But yeah.
I want to have a conversation with you guys. I want to know. I want to know what you're about. So like,
no, for sure.
Let's talk. Signing out. I am Quasi.
Josh.
And this has been the Culture Nexus podcast. Peace out.
Yeah, until next time.
Yeah. That was good. That was a good one.